Welcome to Late Night with Youkjuice. On tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about the new stuff in horror. And we have a special guest interview with Mr. Wriggles from the newest hit movie, Late Night with the Devil. And here is your host,
Hey everybody, how are you doing tonight? Alright, so Brad Dourif came out and recently said he's retiring from acting at 74 years old, except for his role as Chucky. When asked, why, Brad, are you continuing to do your role as Chucky the doll? Brad responded with one comment: you can't keep a good guy down. News came out that Devil's Bath will be coming to Shudder on June 28th. This is an Austrian film who won 11 awards at the Austrian Film Festival. They even won Best Picture, proving that if you take one girl, a little bit of blood, and a bathtub and you put them all together, it will still put asses in seats. Russell Crowe is returning to horror for a film called The Exorcism, after just doing The Pope's Exorcist just a couple years ago. And I'm eternally grateful that I'm not the only one going to the demon well to try to reprise my glory. The trailer just dropped for a movie called The Trap from M. Night Shyamalan. Have you guys seen it yet?
Yeah!
When asked M. Night Shyamalan why he casted Josh Hartnett in the lead role, he said, who better to play the part of a man with nowhere else to go than Josh Hartnett after his career post-2000s? Alright guys, we had some fun and we have some laughs when it comes to the news in horror. But stay tuned because my next guest is the Mr. Wriggles from Late Night with the Devil. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my guest to the show. The one, the only, Mr. Wriggles. I'm just going to assume you're sitting right here. He's a little shy, but if we pull things off right, we might be able to conjure something up to see him, if we're lucky. Alright, Mr. Wriggles. So I just wanted to say, I recently watched Late Night with the Devil, and gosh, that was such a good film. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was like on the edge of my seat in awe throughout most of this picture, and I can at least say that no part of this movie ever felt boring. So, starting off with a nice, easy question. Are there any backstage stories or politics that happened when you were on the set of Late Night with the Devil? Alright, I guess you're not at liberty to tell us what happened on the set of Late Night with the Devil. Now, this is a documentary about you that took place in the 70s. And we finally got to see what really happened on that day. And boy, that was a lot of shock and a lot of awe. But one of the biggest controversies that has come out since this film has been let out for all of us to see is the fact that there was AI used to generate images. There was a lot of heat on social media about this. Would you like to elaborate on your thoughts of AI used in your film? Alright, I guess he's not going to be much of a talker today. You know this is an interview, right? Like, we're here talking to an actual audience. I know you can't see them all out there because this isn't 1977 anymore. It's 2024, and the audience is actually behind that camera. No, not literally behind the damn camera. It's people watch it from their phones, their TVs, their computers, but there's still an audience for this. It's just you can't actually see them. So it would be kind of nice if you could be a little bit of help during this interview. Let me tee you up with a real easy one. In the film, we see a character by the name of Chris Stew who spews this black guck all over this guy's back, Mr. Haig, and then at the camera. Later on, we find out that he just is letting all of his fluids out of every hole he has, and he died on the way to the hospital. Can you comment and let us know if you are the reason why Mr. Chris Stew died?
Yes.
So you do speak. All right. Okay then. Sorry, that just took me a little bit by surprise. I was not really anticipating getting any answer on that. All right. Threw me off my game a little bit. But let's try this for a good question. Was it Diabo's plan to burn the house down and have Lily survive just so you could go inside of her to continue what you were doing?
Yes, I wanted to see my dear old friend Jack.
Alright, so that was the plan all along. Now we know that because the movie didn't say for sure if that's what was happening, but I just wanted to get some clarification while we're here in front of all these good folks. Alright, another question. At the end of the movie, you kill Mr. Haig by saying abracadabra and then melting him. Are you a deity of Abraxas, or are you actually Abraxas?
Whether I'm Abraxas or not doesn't really matter when you've seen what I can do.
Well, so that answer was a little bit lengthy compared to what you're usually giving us. And I don't think you actually answered the question in full. Do you mind if I just get you on the record saying whether or not you are Abraxas? Okay. We're not going to get an actual answer on whether or not he is Abraxas, clearly based on that just happened. But we will see if he has anything else left to say for this interview. Alright, it looks like that's everything we're going to be getting from Mr. Wriggles here today. Now remember, folks, Mr. Wriggles cannot come back through that device right at you. But just remember, I can be here to bring you all the great news.
Let me in!